and what is the average span? The total span of a planet is called the life of that planet, and the end of that planet is called planetary pralaya or dissolution. And when the planetary pralaya of the earth takes place, Mars is safe, going on with his own activity. Mercury is safe, Jupiter is safe. When one fellow dies in Geneva, another fellow will be busy with his marriage. So everyone has his own programming. Similarly, when one planet dies, the other planets of the previous solar system, they do not die with our moon. They are having their own span. Whereas the older earth died, new earth formed, the same old Mercury is working as our professor, and the same Jupiter, old fellow, is working as our judge, and the same old Saturn is working as an old fellow of our city, oldest fellow. So it is only a planetary pralaya. It is called in secret doctrine Naimittika pralaya. That means a periodical dissolution. Just as the death of an individual is pralaya to himself and not to others, the rest of the solar system is least bothered. And the root li in Sanskrit means to merge on the background. So laya or pralaya means something merging in its own background. Especially the term is used for a wave merging into the ocean. Exactly. But at present, the earth of the other solar systems will not be exactly in the same stage of the earth of our solar system, because there is the age difference between the sun of the other solar systems and our solar sun. Our father may be 80 years old, whereas the father of my neighbor may be 50 years. That difference will be there between solar system and solar system, because the millions and millions of solar systems we see in our galaxies, they arrange themselves as 7 solar systems with whom 5 other solar systems associate to form a system of 12 solar systems. And these 5 solar systems are much juniors to the 7 solar systems. In a way, they are working as the disciples of the 7 suns of the other 7 solar systems. They receive their knowledge and wisdom through impression and light. And in the book Esoteric Astrology, the 7 are called the 7 sacred suns, whereas the immature 5 suns are called the non-sacred suns. Like this, we find millions and millions of groups of 12 solar systems. And the dying globes, still half existing, of any planet, they live as the satellites of the newly formed planet. And yes, we are coming to that. Yes. Pardon? Non-sacred. The stars of the 7 stars of the Great Bear are the sacred sons to the 5 fellows, among whom the sun of our solar system is one. And after a certain stage, the newly formed planet will have more than one satellite. How? There are certain solar systems that are said to die an untimely death due to the collision of solar system, and the dead planets of the neighboring solar systems will gather as the second or the third or the fourth satellite of the corresponding planet of the neighboring solar system. This is also discussed in the secret doctrine and given as the planets of the Saturnian planes of existence, and they have to wait until all their fellows are transported into the corresponding planet of another solar system. It is discussed as an exception to the general rule, but we have very little time at our disposal to discuss all these things. One more thing we just touch, that is the span of each planet will have its own span called day, the big day of the planet. That is called the day of the creator of that planet. Just as we have the day of Brahma to our earth, every planet has its own span of the creator and its own days and months of the creator. And our earth, as far as our earth is concerned, the present earth has to live through 7 rounds. It is in its first round of duration, and first round, in its first pulsation. Yes. And the scriptures give us the following numbers for certain astronomical reasons. So many lunar earth years, calculated in lunar years, not solar years. They give one unit yuga called Kali Yuga. 2 times the duration of Kali Yuga is called Dwapara. Dwa means twice, and 3 times the duration of Kali Yuga will be Treta Yuga. Treta means 3 times. 4 times the unit of Kali Yuga will be Krita Yuga or Satya Yuga. Krita means in ancient mathematics multiplied by 4, and they occur in this order. First Krita Yuga occurs, then the next Treta Yuga occurs, then Dwapara Yuga occurs, then Kali Yuga occurs. The total put together 10 times the Kali Yuga number. Therefore, you have to add only 1 zero to it. This is called the great age or Mahayuga. The 4 ages put together forms one great age called Mahayuga, and 72 Mahayugas makes one period of Manu. It is called Manvantara. This is true only to our earth chain, and in the present Manvantara we have crossed 27 Mahayugas. We are running the 28th Mahayuga. In that the Krita Yuga is completed, the Treta Yuga is completed, Dwapara Yuga was completed, and then at the beginning of the Kali Yuga, about 5,800 years ago, there was the Mahabharata war. So now we are in the present Kali Yuga, and the Manu who is ruling our Manvantara is the 7th Manu, and there are 14 Manus that take place one after another on our earth. Each Manu produces his own prototype of humanity on this earth, and each Manvantara produces 7 subtypes of that prototype of humanity, one after another, in a chronological sequence. And now we belong to the 5th root race of the 7th Manu. This is where we stand. And when 14 Manvantaras are completed, there is what is called a pralaya of this planet, and then there will be again 14 Manvantaras, and there will be again another pralaya. That is, we had our recent pralaya on the moon, and we entered into the earth chain. After we have entered into the earth chain, 6 Manus have completed their Manvantaras. 6 different prototypes of humanity lived on this earth, and now the 7th prototype is living, and the 5th root race that belongs to the 7th Manu is existing on the present, and this has a correspondence with full moon and 14 days of decreasing moon, the new moon, and the 14 lunar days of increasing moon. So this corresponds with the 4 quarters of the lunar month. This is a background for the study of the planetary chains with which we can read the secret doctrine better. Thank you all.